We sat outside the cafe where the glass caught all the sky. Blue reflections on the windows, moving over your reply. You stirred at the ice in your drink like a small bell in the heat. I was watching yellow taxis float sunlight down the street. I had 1,000 careful answers waiting somewhere on my tongue. Then the breeze came through the terrace and made all of them feel young. Green light downtown, the whole world moving now. I don't have to know the ending to let my guard come down. Blue sky in the storefront, your smile turning around. Something in me starts again at the green light downtown. There were flowers by the crosswalk in a bucket near the curb. You picked one with a bent stem and said, "This one still works." A bus rolled past us slowly with the ocean painted on its side. You said maybe we should follow, and I didn't ask you why. Maybe peace is not a postcard from a place we haven't been. Maybe it's the city breathing and you pulling me back in. Green light downtown, the whole world moving now. I don't have to know the ending to let my guard come down. Blue sky in the storefront, your smile turning around. Something in me starts again at the green light downtown. No velvet goodbye written, no rain on a hotel floor. Just your hand near the table and me wanting a little more. I spent too long making longing look like the only truth I found. But the day looked better lighter when the signal changed downtown. Green light downtown, keep the warm air moving now. Let the old fear lose me in the rhythm of the crowd. Blue sky in the storefront, your voice and the sound. I feel my heart go forward at the green light downtown. Cafe chairs shining, traffic rolling through. The light turns green again, and I turn back to you. We found a bird, oh green morning, where the boardwalk meets the sand. Sunlight caught inside the glass like it wanted to be held in your hand. You said maybe it was empty for someone else to fill. I said maybe that's the kind of thing I'm learning from you still. I used to write my endings before the day could start. Now the tide keeps moving forward like it knows the way by heart. Bottle green morning, blue sky pouring through. I don't need a perfect story, just a little room for truth. Let the ceiling turn the pages, let the old road fade from view. I feel lighter in the sunlight, walking nowhere next to you. There were white boats in the distance, moving slow across the bay. You wrote nothing on the paper, then smiled and put it away. I asked, aren't you gonna send it? You said not everything has to go. Then you slipped it in the bottle like a secret we could know. Maybe peace is not a message that the whole world has to read. Maybe it's your quiet laughter in the salt air on my sleeve. Bottle green morning, blue sky pouring through. I don't need a perfect story, just a little room for truth. Let the ceiling turn the pages, keep the windows open wide. All the heavy things get smaller when the ocean meets the sky. Let the sea wind turn the pages, let the old road fade from view. I don't need to chase forever when the day begins with you. Bottle in your left hand, sun across the blue. Nothing written on the paper, but I knew. There were tangerines on the sidewalk in a wooden crate of sun. Blue paint peeling off the market door, and the morning just begun. You picked one up and held it like a small electric moon. Said some things look sweeter when you don't ask them to bloom. I used to turn the daylight into something hard to trust, but the sea wind crossed the avenue and shook the gold from us. Tangerine sidewalk, sunshine on the street. I don't need a darker love to make the moment deep. Let the guitars keep shining, let the bright air move through. I feel a little more alive, walking slow with you. Music from the cafe spilling gently through the glass. You were laughing at the price tag like the summer had no past. The kid ran by with flowers and a paper cup of ice. I was saving all my feelings, then forgot to hold them tight. Maybe peace is not a palace, maybe love is not a storm. Maybe it's your citrus fingers and the day becoming warm. Tangerine sidewalk, sunshine on the street. I don't need a darker love to make the moment deep. Let the guitars keep shining, let the bright air move through. I feel a little more alive, walking slow with you. No velvet night, no faded crown, no roses turning gray. Just your hand around a tangerine and light across the bay. I spent years making sadness sound expensive in my head, but you smiled beside the fruit stand, and I chose the sun instead. Tangerine sidewalk, keep the morning sweet. All the old weight gets smaller with the blue sky over me. Let the guitars keep shining, let the warm wind carry through. I found a cleaner kind of romance, walking nowhere next to you. Tangerines in paper, sea wind in your hair. The market keeps glowing, and I'm happy there. A white napkin on the table, lifted up into the air, like a tiny sail deciding it could go anywhere. You were sitting by the window with the blue sky in your eyes. I was trying to sound casual, but the breeze saw through the lie. I used to think the deepest love had to ache to prove it stayed. sunlight crossed your shoulder and made everything feel safe. White napkin cell drifting over the table. I don't need the dark to tell me that this feeling is stable. Let the ocean write the rhythm, let the warm wind lead the way. You make a simple summer feel like somewhere I can stay. There were glasses full of water, throwing diamonds on the wall. A song played from the kitchen, barely loud enough at all. You said we could walk the shoreline when the lunch crowd disappears. And I felt the old hesitation lose its language in my ears. Maybe peace is not a postcard from a life we haven't found. Maybe it's your quiet laughter when the napkin won't stay down. White napkin sail drifting over the table. I don't need the dark to tell me that this feeling is stable. Let the ocean write the rhythm, let the warm wind lead the way. You make a simple summer feel like somewhere I can stay. No velvet tears, no lonely crown, no midnight on the floor. Just your hand catching paper before it reached the door. I spent years making romance look like something far away, but you smiled in plain daylight and the whole coast changed its name. White napkin sail, keep moving through the blue. All the things I used to carry feel lighter next to you. Let the ocean write the rhythm, let the open window sway. I found a softer kind of forever in the middle of the day. Blue sky on the glasses, sea wind passing through. The napkin lands between us, and I stay here with you. Yellow curtains at night, moving slow across the wall. You were pouring honey like the morning knew us all. There were postcards on the dresser from a summer we delayed. I was looking for an exit, you were opening the shade. I used to make the daylight feel too bright to step into. Then it landed on your shoulder, and I wanted something true. Yellow curtains at night, soft light changing my mind. I don't have to turn the feeling into something hard to find. Let the room breathe easy, let the old fear unwind. I can love you in the morning. Yellow curtains at night. You put peaches on a white plate, cut them slowly with a spoon. Said the day is still beginning, we don't have to leave so soon. The street below was waking with a bicycle bell ring, and all my heavy thinking turned into a smaller thing. Maybe love is not the thunder, maybe peace is not a show. Maybe it's your quiet laughter when the windows let air flow. Yellow curtains at night, soft light changing my mind. I don't have to turn the feeling into something hard to find. Let the room breathe easy, let the old fear unwind. I can love you in the morning. Yellow curtains at night. No velvet heartbreak, no highway scene, no flowers left to fade. Just your hand near the coffee cup and sunlight on the plates. I spent eyes making longing look better than relief. But your eyes in that bright room made it easier to believe. Yellow curtains at 9 keep the whole room kind. All the old songs sound lighter when I leave the dark behind. Let the breeze move through us, let the day arrive. I can love you without running. Yellow curtains at 9. Honey on the table, light across the floor. You smile at the window, and I don't close the door. We took the coastal highway with the sunroof open wide. Blue horizon in the mirror, fresh wind running inside. You were counting every sailboat like wishes on the sea. I was trying not to smile, but the light got through to me. I used to keep tomorrow like a locked door in my chest. Now the road is bending softly, and I'm not afraid of what comes next. Sunroof full of sky, let the whole day fly. I don't have to hold my breath when the blue is this wide. Let the coastline keep on turning, let the white clouds pass us by. I feel lighter every mile with a sunroof full of sky. Was a roadside flower stand with a hand-painted sign. You bought yellow daisies and held them to the light. The radio kept singing some song we didn't know. You said this one feels like summer, so I let the feeling grow. Maybe joy is not a secret, maybe peace is not too far. Maybe it's your laugh beside me and the sunlight on the car. Sunroof full of sky, let the whole day fly. I don't have to hold my breath when the blue is this wide. Let the coastline keep on turning, let the white clouds pass us by. I feel lighter every mile with the sunroof full of sky. No sad song in the rear view, no storm we have to chase. Just your fingers through the warm wind and that sunlight on your face. I spent years making romance feel like something hard to keep, but this road makes love look easy, like a promise it can breathe. Sunroof full of sky, keep the blue above our eyes. All the old weight disappears where the ocean meets the drive. Let the coastline keep on turning, let the fresh wind move us through. I found a brighter kind of dreaming on the highway next to you. Yellow flowers on the backseat, blue horizon rolling by. Your hand near the window, sunroof full of sky. Striped umbrella over coffee, turning shadows on your face. Blue sky caught inside the window, like I found a quiet place. You were folding up the menu with a smile you tried to hide. I was acting like I'm easy, but the breeze knew I had tried. I used to make the sunlight feel like something I could lose. Then it landed on the table and kept pointing back to you. Striped umbrella light, moving soft across our hands. I don't need to know forever, just to like where this begins. Let the city hum around us, let the afternoon stay wide. Something in me opens gently in the striped umbrella light. There were lemon slices melting in a glass beside your sleeve. You said some days feel lighter when you let them simply be. A scooter past the corner with a basket full of flowers, and for once I didn't count how fast we lose the hours. Maybe peace is not a distance, maybe love is not a scene. Maybe it's your quiet laughter and the shade between the green. Striped umbrella light, moving soft across our hands. I don't need to know forever, just to like where this begins. Let the city hum around us, let the afternoon stay wide. Something in me opens gently in the striped umbrella light. No midnight road, no broken crown, no flowers left to prove. Just a straw against the ice and me looking straight at you. I spent years making longing look deeper than relief, but the terrace kept on shining like a simpler kind of belief. Striped umbrella light, keep the blue above our view. All the old weight turns smaller when the warm air moves through. Let the city hum around us, let the good things arrive. I found a softer kind of romance in the striped umbrella light. Coffee on the table, sky in your eyes. The umbrella keeps turning, and I stay for a while. There's a matchbox on the table from a place we never tried. Tiny red letters fading in the corner of the light. Open windows, green trees moving, coffee steam against the blue. You said that address looks familiar. I said maybe it's waiting too. I used to make the morning feel like something I should earn. Now the breeze comes through the glasses and asks for no return. Matchbox morning, little flame without a fire. I don't need a grand confession to feel my heart get lighter. If the day keeps opening, let it open into you. One small thing on the table and the whole sky turning new. You turned it over slowly, like a secret in your palm. There was a street name written where the striking strip was gone. We left a coin beside the saucer and walked beneath the leaves, not chasing any ending, just following the breeze. Maybe love is not a thunder, maybe peace is not a sign. Maybe it's a folded matchbox and your shoulder close to mine. Matchbox morning, little flame without a fire. I don't need a grand confession to feel my heart get lighter. If the day keeps opening, let it open into you. One small thing on the table and the whole sky turning new. No velvet night, no motel tears, no roses left to prove. Just your hand around a matchbox and sunlight passing through. I spent years making longing sound prettier than peace, but the trees were full of mourning and the old ache started leaving me. Matchbox morning, keep the warm air in the room. All the the streets look softer when I'm walking them with you. If the day keeps opening, let it open wide and true. One small spark on the table and my heart coming through. Green leaves above us, blue sky in view. A matchbox in your pocket and me beside you.
There's a blue motel pool, catching gold from the sun. Your towel on a white chair, like the day has just begun. You dip your hand and slowly make a circle in the light. I was carrying old weather, but it loosened overnight. I used to dress the morning in a color almost gray, but the water keeps on shining and the sky won't look away. Motel pool morning, silver on the blue. I don't need a sad song to know what I feel for you. Let the summer move quietly, let the warm air pull me through. Something in the sunlight feels easier with you. There's a vending machine humming by the ice room down the hall. You buy cherry soda and laugh when it starts to fall. A palm tree throws a shadow across your magazine. You say maybe we're alright now, and I know just what you mean. I used to think that beauty had to break a little first. Now the day is bright and simple, and it doesn't have to hurt. Motel pool morning, silver on the blue. I don't need a sad song to know what I feel for you. Let the summer move quietly, let the warm air pull me through. Something in the sunlight feels easier with you. No midnight tears, no velvet scene, no roses by the door. Just your feet beside the water and me wanting nothing more. I spent years making longing look prettier than peace, but the pool keeps shining softly, and the old day starts to leave. Motel pool morning, keep me in the light. All the heavy little feelings float away before my eyes. Let the summer move quietly, let the clear sky stay in view. I don't need a sad song when the morning sounds like you. Wet towel on the chair, cold across the pool. You smile into the sunlight, and everything feels new.
There's a prism on the cafe table, splitting daylight into lines. Little colors on your fingers, little oceans in your eyes. Open windows, coastal daylight, crystal piano in the air. You were laughing at the rainbow like it followed you there. I used to keep my heart tinted by the weather I had known. Then the sun came through the glass and made a color of its own. Prism on the cafe table, shining soft across the room. I don't have to hide the feeling when the sitting here with you. You turned the glass a little till the wall became a sea. Said funny how one small angle changes everything we see. A waiter opened all the windows and the curtains lifted high. I forgot the careful sentence I had practiced all July. Maybe love is not a mystery, maybe peace is not far away. Maybe it's your quiet shoulder in the middle of the day. Prism on the cafe table, shining soft across the room. I don't have to hide the feeling when the light comes breaking through. Let the blue sky keep reflecting, let the fresh wind move the view. Every color feels more honest when I'm sitting here with you. No midnight crying, no fading crown, no lonely highway scene. Just your thumb beside the rainbow and the room turning green. I've spent years calling silence the safest place to be, but the sunlight found the window and you found the rest of me. Prism on the cafe table, keep the morning shining clear. All the colors I was missing feel like they were waiting here. Let the blue sky keep reflecting, let the open windows breathe. I found a softer kind of magic in the light between you and me. Glass on the table, colors on your sleeve. You smile into the daylight and I finally believe. You found a piece of sea glass where the tide forgot to stay. Green light in your fingers from the bottle worn away. White clouds over the harbor, blue horizon running clean. You said funny how the sharp things turn gentle by the sea. I used to keep my memories like stones inside my chest. Now the waves are doing something I was never good at yet. Sea glass in your pocket, sunshine on the road. I don't have to carry every place I used to go. Let the ocean smooth the edges, let the old hurt lose its name. You look at me in daylight and I don't feel the same. There's a cafe near the water with its windows painted white. You order something sweeter than you usually like. A sailboat moves behind you like a thought across the blue. I was busy missing yesterday, then morning brought me you. Maybe love is not a movie with a beautiful goodbye. Maybe it's a sunlit table and your hand close to mine. Sea glass in your pocket, sunshine on the road. I don't have to carry every place I used to go. Let the ocean smooth the edges, let the old hurt lose its name. You look at me in daylight and I don't feel the same. No, No velvet night, no broken crown, no roses on the floor. Just your laugh above the shoreline and me wanting something more. I spent years making longing look like gold under the moon, but this morning feels more honest, with the salt air moving through. Sea glass in your pocket, keep the blue sky close. All the things that cut me are becoming something whole. Let the ocean smooth the edges, let the warm wind say my name. You look at me in daylight, and I'm not afraid to change. Sea glass in your pocket, white clouds passing through. The coast keeps shining softly, and I walk home with you. Clementine light on the rooftop glass, sweating in the sun. You were tracing little circles where the silver water runs. Below us, all the city kept its engines low and sweet, and the ocean kept arriving like a song across the street. I used to make the daylight feel like something I should fear. Then your laugh moved through the table, and the whole sky leaned near. Clementine roofline, fresh wind in my eyes. I don't need a darker memory to make this feel alive. Let the coastline shine behind us, let the old ache lose its name. I can feel the summer turning into something I can claim. You put your sunglasses down beside the melting ice. It may be pieces simple when we stop asking twice. A waiter dropped a lemon peel, it curled beside your shoe. You said even small things fall and still look golden too. I used to call it freedom when I kept my heart away. Now the open air feels warmer when I'm choosing not to leave. Clementine roofline, fresh wind in my eyes. I don't need a darker memory to make this feel alive. Let the coastline shine behind us, let the old ache lose its name. I can feel the summer turning into something I can claim. No silver tears on marble stairs, no ending dressed in rain. Just your hand around a cold glass and sunlight on my name. I spent years making sadness look like proof that love was deep, but the breeze up here is honest, and it's asking me to breathe. Clementine roofline, keep the afternoon wide. All the heavy things get smaller when the sea is on our side. Let the skyline blur behind us, let the warm air do the same. I can love without the sorrow, I can stay without the weight. Clementine on the table, blue horizon in view. You smile into the wind, and I begin with you.
Blue bunning over the sidewalk, moving softly in the breeze. Your sunglasses on the menu, soft air and the clear world turning round. I spent so long chasing stories that were dressed in velvet blue, but summer looks much better when it's honest, light and true. Blue awning day, keep the warm light on my face. Let the breeze move through the window, let the moment find its place. All the sky is open, all the old fear fades. I could stay a little longer on a blue awning day. Blue cloud above us, ceiling passing through. Your smile in the daylight, and the whole world turning new. Blue hydrangeas by the railing, morning dripping through the leaves. You were watering the flowers in your rolled up summer sleeves. I was leaning by the doorway with my old thoughts coming loose. You said some days don't need saving, and I knew that sounded true. I used to paint the sunlight with a little shade of gray, but the breeze moved through the veranda and carried half of it away. Hydrangea morning, blue around the light. I don't need a tragic story to feel something tonight. Let the flowers lean closer, let the white clouds drift by. I can feel my heart opening under a hydrangea sky. There's a book beside the window with a ribbon marking June. You forgot the page you stopped on, but I still remember you. The kettle starts singing like a tiny silver bell. You say stay for breakfast, and I don't fight myself. Maybe peace is not a movie, maybe love is not a storm. Maybe it's your quiet kitchen and the day becoming warm. Hydrangea morning, blue around the light. I don't need a tragic story to feel something tonight. Let the flowers lean closer, let the white clouds drift by. I can feel my heart opening under a hydrangea sky. No velvet tears, no goodbye scene, no midnight running home. Just your laugh across the table and the comfort of the known. I spent years calling longing the prettiest thing I knew, but this little morning proves me wrong when I'm standing next to you. Hydrangea morning, keep me in the light. All the heavy things get softer when I stop holding tight. Let the flowers lean closer, let the warm air pass through. I found a brighter kind of dreaming on the veranda here with you. Blue petals moving, tea on the chair. You smile at the morning, and I meet you there. There's a white dress on the clothesline, moving softly in the sun. Jasmine climbing up the fence like the morning just begun. You're barefoot in the garden with a towel in your hands. I was trying not to miss you, but the light had other plans. I used to make the summer feel like something far away. Now it's resting on your shoulder in an ordinary There's a postcard on the table from a town we never found. You drew a tiny ocean where the stamp was upside down. You said maybe we're always closer than we knew, and the garden went quiet like it wanted that too. I used to call it leaving when I needed room to breathe. Now the open air feels kinder when you're standing next to me. Jasmine daylight falling into bloom. I don't need a sad story just to feel something true. Let the breeze move through the white dress, let the whole sky open wide. I can feel my heart get lighter in the jasmine daylight. No velvet tears, no midnight scene, no roses in the rain. Just your laugh by the garden wall and sunlight on my name. I spent too long believing that love should leave a bruise, but you looked at me so gently, and I had nothing left to prove. Jasmine daylight, stay a little more. Let the old ache loosen like a dress beside the door. If the morning wants to keep us, let it keep us soft and true. I found a brighter kind of longing in the garden next to you. White cotton moving, green leaves in view, jasmine in the daylight, and me coming back to you.
There's a riding chair beside you on the terrace in the light. Green trees shaking softly like they slept well through the night. Open windows, coffee cooling, piano from inside. I was trying to stay casual with my heart untied. I used to make the morning feel like something I should fear. Then the leaves moved in the sunlight, and you asked me to sit near. Rocking chair, morning light across the floor. I don't need a lonely story to feel something more. Let the green trees keep on moving, let the fresh air come through. I feel closer to the daylight when I'm closer to you. Push the empty chair back with your sandal on the ground. Said, why sit so far away, like it was nothing profound. A waiter opened all the windows and the room began to breathe. I laughed before I answered, like the answer had found me. Maybe peace is not a movie, maybe love is not a storm. Maybe it's a wooden chair and the place beside you warm. Riding chair, morning light across the floor. I don't need a lonely story to feel something more. Let the green trees keep on moving, let the fresh air come through. I feel closer to the daylight when I'm closer to you. No velvet night, no broken crown, no roses turning blue. Just your hand on the table and the sun behind you. I spent years making longing sound deeper than relief, but the morning made it simple with the shade above the street. Rocking chair, morning, keep the whole day kind. All the heavy things get smaller when I stop stepping behind. Let the green trees keep on moving, let the open windows bloom. I found a softer kind of romance on the terrace next to you. Rattan chair, warm air, sunlight through the leaves. You smile at the morning and I finally breathe. There's a skyline in a spoon on the rooftop afternoon. Tiny towers upside down, swimming in the silver blue. You were laughing at the table with the sunlight on your sleeve. I was trying to look steady, but the glass gave me away. I used to make the city feel too loud inside my head. Then your voice cut through the traffic like a soft song instead. Skyline in a spoon, bright streets in bloom. I don't need a darker story to feel close to you. Let the windows catch the daylight, let the old fear leave the room. Everything looks clearer with the skyline in a spoon. With cold glass and a tray of lemon tea. The reflections on the railing look like postcards from a dream. You said maybe we were always trying too hard to be brave. Then the whole roof filled with morning, like the sky knew what to say. Maybe peace is not a distance from the life we used to know. Maybe it's your hand near mine and the city moving slow. Skyline in a spoon, bright streets in bloom. I don't need a dark story to feel close to you. Let the windows catch the daylight, let the old fear leave the room. Everything looks clearer with a skyline in a spoon. No midnight roses, no hotel rain, no silver tears to prove the pain. Just your smile and the rooftop glass, and me not reaching for the past. I spent years crawling, longing, the only thing that made love real. But the sunlight on this table taught me how simple can feel. Skyline in a spoon, keep the whole day tuned. All the heavy thoughts get lighter when the open sky comes through. Let the guitars keep shimmering, let the blue stay in the room. I found a softer kind of heaven with the skyline in a spoon. Sunny streets below us, glass reflections in view. You smile into the afternoon, and I stay here with you. There's an old green tennis court behind the summer trees. White lines fading gently in the morning underneath. You brought 2 borrowed rackets and a bottle full of ice. So don't try to win today with the sunlight in your eyes. I used to keep my heart like a ball beyond the fence, close enough to see it, but too far to reach again. Green court morning, send the light across to me. I don't have to be so guarded when the air feels this easy. You laugh, I miss it bounces somewhere past the painted line, and I feel the day returning like it's always been half mine. Counting like I knew where summer went. He said maybe we were younger when we made everything hard. Then the ball rolled to my ankle like a small forgiving star. Maybe peace is not a place at the end of every road. Maybe it's a morning game where nobody keeps the score. Green court morning, send the light across to me. I don't have to be so guarded when the air feels this easy. You laugh, I miss it, bounces somewhere past the painted line. And I feel the day returning like it's always been half mine. No velvet night, no highway tears, no roses by the door. Just your hand above your forehead asking me to serve once more. I spent years making distance look like something brave, but your smile through the chain link made the whole world change. Green court morning, keep the warm light moving slow. Let the old fear loosen in the places it used to grow. You laugh, I miss it, bounces, and I don't mind this time. Some love comes back quietly between the sun and white line. Rackets on the bench, blue sky overhead. You say one more, and I say yes. There's a blue bike by the cafe with a bell that barely rings. You tap it with your finger like you still remember spring. Open windows, ocean weather, sunlight folding through the room. I was trying to look older, but the morning saw right through. I used to keep my heartbeat somewhere quiet out of view, and that little broken bell sound made me look again at you. Blue bicycle bell ringing soft beside the sea. I don't need a perfect moment to feel something waking in me. Let the coastline keep on shining, let the windows catch the view. Every small sound feels golden when it leads me back to you. You said, let's ride nowhere, with your shoes still full of sand. Bought 2 peaches from the counter and put one in my hand. The street was blue with shadows, the chairs were warm with light, and every plan I carried started loosening inside. Maybe love is not a warning, maybe peace is not a test. Maybe it's your laugh behind me when I'm not trying to impress. Blue bicycle bell ringing soft beside the sea. I don't need a perfect moment to feel something waking in me. Let the coastline keep on shining, let the windows catch the view. Every small sound feels golden when it leads me back to you. No velvet goodbye, no rainy scene, no roses left to save, just 2 wheels near the sidewalk and the whole bright day unpaved. I spent so long making longing sound richer than relief, but you rang that little bell once and summer answered me. Blue bicycle bell, keep the morning close to me. All the old weight turns lighter Ghost light keep on shining, let the blue sky carry through. I found a cleaner kind of dreaming, right in nowhere next to you. By the cafe, wind across your hair, you ring the bell softly, and I'm already there. We left town with the windows down and the radio barely on. Your sunglasses caught the morning like a little piece of sun. There was a sign for exit 17 pointing straight toward the blue. You said let's not need a reason. I said that sounds like you. I used to make the future feel like something hard to hold. Now the white lines keep on moving and the air is turning gold. Exit 17, take us where the coast begins. I don't need a perfect map when I'm laughing in the wind. Let the highway hum below us, let the open sky lean in. I feel lighter every mile past exit 17. Bought cherries from a roadside stand and stained your fingertips red. Said some summers taste better when we don't plan ahead. A silver truck passed slowly with surfboards tied in twine, and for once I didn't wonder what we left behind. Maybe freedom isn't distance, maybe love is not a scene. Maybe it's your hand out the window, cutting waves through gasoline. Exit 17, take us where the coast begins. I don't need a perfect map when I'm laughing in the wind. Let the highway hum below us, let the open sky lean in. I feel lighter every mile past exit 17. Motel confession, no thunder in the rearview glass, just your voice over the engine and the sunlight moving fast. I spent years making longing look like something deep and true, but the road looks better, brighter when it bends toward me and you. Exit 17, keep the blue ahead of me. All the old weight disappears somewhere past the cedar trees. Let the highway hum below us, let the whole day turn marine. I found a simple kind of heaven past exit 17. Fresh wind through the window, bright road running clean. Your smile in the sidelight. Exit 17. We laid a checker blanket where the green field met the light. Clouds were moving slowly like they had nowhere to arrive. You brought a paper basket with 2 pears and lemonade. I was looking for a shadow, but the whole sky stayed awake. I used to make the good things feel like something I could lose. Now the grass is warm beneath us, and the air looks just like you. Checkered blanket sky, blue above our eyes. I don't need a heavy story for my heart to feel alive. Let the white clouds keep on floating, let the old fear pass me by. Love feels feels easy for a moment under checkered blanket sky. You pointed at a cloud, said it looked like Santa Fe, then laughed before I answered like the joke could float away. A little dog ran past us with a ribbon on its lead, and for once I didn't wonder what the future wanted me to be. Maybe peace is not a movie with a final perfect line. Maybe it's your shoulder near me in the afternoon taking its time. Checkered blanket sky blue above our eyes. I don't need a heavy story for my heart to feel alive. Let the white clouds keep on floating, let the old fear pass me by. Love feels easy for a moment under checkered blanket sky. No highway tears, no roses left to prove. Just your handbrush in the sunlight and me telling you the truth. I spent years making longing look like something deep and bright, but your laugh in the open air made simple feel alright. Checkered blanket sky, keep the whole day wide. All the heavy things get lighter when I let the morning shine. Let the white clouds keep on floating, let the warm wind move us through. I found a brighter kind of forever on a blanket next to you. Pears in the basket, clouds drifting high. Your smile in the open and blue in my mind.